This was a chance to finally hear from some of those whose names have come up a lot as the drama has played out at the BBC, starting with Michael Prescott.
Do you regret writing the memo, Mr. Prescott?
Summoned before the Culture Committee, the former editorial advisor whose leaked memo brought a hailstorm upon the BBC started by insisting he's a strong supporter of theirs.
What troubled me was that during my 3 years on the BBC's Standards Committee, we kept seeing incipient problems which I thought were not being tackled properly. And indeed, I thought the problems were getting worse.
While he described the resignation of Tim Davie as a tragedy, he insisted the Director-General had a blind spot, but stressed that he personally had no political agenda.
Whether people at the BBC think this stuff's been weaponised or not, surely that's a secondary issue. There are very specific things that have been going wrong.
As for his relationship with board member Sir Robbie Gibb, who's been accused of political interference and plotting, there was this.
Yes, I do know Robbie.
And would you call him a friend? Because there's all these rumours swirling around.
Yes, I think that's a fair description, yeah. If you operate in this country, in the sphere of politics, the media and so on, it's not that unusual to come across people you know.
The man himself then appeared straight after. This was the first time we'd seen Sir Robbie Gibb, a political appointee to the BBC board during Boris Johnson's government, who had this to say on how he's been discussed in the press.
There couldn't be a bigger mismatch between the way I'm presented in some quarters in relation to my attitude. I think I'd become weaponised in terms of how I'm perceived. Everyone would know me, I'm hugely impartial.
Summoned to speak alongside was BBC Chair Samir Shah and fellow board member Caroline Thompson. With critics questioning whether the board is still fit for purpose, it was important to present a united front.
Was there anything orchestrated about what's happened to the BBC over the last couple of weeks, the departure of Tim Davie, etc.?
It's up there as one of the most ridiculous charges. People had to find some angle. It's complete nonsense. It's also deeply offensive to fellow board members.
But Samir Shah conceded lessons had been learned, that the board was in the last 3 weeks too slow to respond.
It matters that we are just quicker and get on the front foot.
As for those questioning Samir Shah's leadership, the BBC chair came out fighting.
I think right now my job is to steer the ship out of the shop into an even keel and make sure, and the most important job I have right now is to recruit a Director-General.
Questions answered, coup claims denied, and a clear message that the focus should now be on finding a new Director-General. But whether this has been enough to satisfy those left with questions about this most recent scandal remains to be seen. Katie Spencer, Sky News.